If you can't feed 100 people, then just feed one. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. The hunger for love is much more difficult to remove than the hunger for bread. Do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person. Peace begins with a smile. We ourselves feel that what we are doing is just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean would be less because of that missing drop. Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty. Love is a fruit in season at all times, and within reach of every hand. The greatest science in the world, in heaven and on earth, is love. Let us touch the dying, the poor, the lonely, and the unwanted according to the graces we have received, and let us not be ashamed or slow to do the humble work. There is more hunger for love and appreciation in this world than for bread. The success of love is in the loving, it is not in the result of loving. Joy is a net of love by which you can catch souls. I can do things you cannot. You can do things I cannot. Together we can do great things. God doesn't require us to succeed. He only requires that you try. Do not think that love, in order to be genuine, has to be extraordinary. What we need is to love without getting tired. Love to be real. It must cost, it must hurt, it must empty us of self. Love begins at home, and it is not how much we do, but how much love we put in that action. In this life, we cannot do great things. We can only do small things with great love. Even the rich are hungry for love, for being cared for being wanted, for having someone to call their own. We fear the future because we are wasting today. The most terrible poverty is loneliness and the feeling of being unloved. I want you to be concerned about your next-door neighbor. Do you know your next-door neighbor? Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Intense love does not measure, it just gives. We need to find God, and He cannot be found in noise and restlessness. God is the friend of silence. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin. God has not called me to be successful. He called me to be faithful.
Subscribe to my
Be
channel.
faithful in small things.
And also press this
because
bell
it is in them that your strength lies. Let us always meet each other with a smile, for the smile is the beginning of love. What can you do to promote world peace? Go home and love your family. If you judge people, you have no time to love them. I try to give to the poor people. For love what the rich could get for money. No, I wouldn't touch a leper for £1,000. Yet I willingly cure him for the love of God. Our life of poverty is as necessary as the work itself. Only in heaven will we see how much we owe to the poor for helping us to love God better because of them. We think sometimes that poverty is only being hungry, naked, and homeless. The poverty of being unwanted, unloved, and uncared for is the greatest poverty. We must start in our own homes to remedy this kind of poverty. Words which do not give the light of Christ increase the darkness. The greatest destroyer of peace today is abortion. Because it is a war against the child, a direct killing of the innocent child, murder by the mother herself. Holiness is not the luxury of the few. It is a simple duty for you and for me. Each one of them is Jesus in disguise. I am not sure exactly what heaven will be like, but I know that when we die and it comes time for God to judge us, He will not ask, "How many good things have you done in your life?" Rather, He will ask, "How much love did you put into what you did?" Live simply so others may simply live. The problem with the world is that we draw the circle of our family too small. If you are humble, nothing will touch you, neither praise nor disgrace, because you know what you are. Give yourself fully to God. He will use you to accomplish great things on the condition that you believe much more in His love than in your own weakness. Do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person. Love is a fruit in season at all times and within reach of every hand. If we really want to love, we must learn how to forgive. The good you do today may be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. These quotes reflect Mother Teresa's wisdom, compassion, and dedication to serving others.